This message is powerful because it matches what we're seeing in our world today. So let me break it down real simple. Israel reached a point where they didn't want God's system anymore. God was leading them. God was protecting them. God was fighting their battles. But in 1 Samuel 8, the people looked at the nations around them. Nations full of kings, soldiers, crowns, fancy leadership. And Israel said, "We want that too. Give us a king." They didn't even say, "God choose the best for us." They said, "We want a king like the other nations." In other words, we want to look like the world. Samuel felt bad. He knew this wasn't a good idea. He went to God and God told him, "They're not rejecting you, Samuel. They're rejecting me as their king." That's deep. Imagine God telling you that the people he saved don't want him leading them anymore. So Samuel came back and warned them. He said, "If you get this king you're asking for, it's not going to be sweet. This king will take your sons, your daughters, your land, your money. He will rule you hard. You will cry out later because of this choice." But Israel didn't listen. They said, "No, we want a king anyway." So God said, "Okay, if that's what they want, let them have it." Now this is where 1 Samuel 9 comes in. While the whole nation is busy shouting for a king, God is moving quietly. There's this young man named Saul. The Bible says he's tall, strong, and good-looking. The kind of man who catches attention the moment he walks into a room. He's the type of leader people pick with their eyes, not their spirit. And Saul wasn't doing anything big. He wasn't praying to be king. He wasn't in training. He was just out looking for his father's lost donkeys. And right there, in the middle of something small and ordinary, God was preparing to make him king. Samuel sees Saul, and God whispers, "That's the one. Anoint him." Not because he was the most righteous, not because he was the most spiritual, but because the people wanted a king who looked the part. Here's where this connects to what we're seeing right now. People still choose leaders with their eyes, not their spirit. We want people who look powerful, talk strong, act confident, show wealth, impress crowds. Nations today are picking leaders the same way Israel picked Saul, by appearance, status, popularity, and pressure, not by God's voice. And when you pick leaders without God, you will always end up disappointed. Look at the world today. Corruption everywhere. Leaders lying, people suffering, nations divided, everyone blaming each other, everybody running to strong men instead of running to God. It's the same cycle, the same story, the same mistake Israel made. But here's the lesson. God didn't abandon Israel even when they made the wrong choice. God still guided Samuel. God